Self-practice 5.6, question 1. Find the way to the finish box by choosing the correct answers. So we have to start here and we must try to find our way to the finish box. Okay, so these are all geometric progressions. So the formula for Tn will be ARn minus 1. Okay, let's look at the first box. So here they say T1 is 12. T1 is also A lah. So A is 12. T3 is 27. Okay. So T3 will be AR3 minus 1. So AR2 lah. 3 minus 1 is 2. So we can say AR square is 27. So we need to find T5. To find T5, we first need to find what is R. So what we can do is, this is equation 1, equation 2. So we can sub in this 12 into here. So we get 12 R square is 27. So R square is 27 over 12. So 27 over 12 is 9 over 4. So R will be the square root of 9 over 4, which is 3 over 2. Right. So now that we have A and R, we can find T5. T5 will be AR5 minus 1. So AR4. A is 12. R is 3 over 2 power 4. 12 times 3 over 2 power 4. We get 60.75 or 243 over 4. So here. Right. So we got our first box. Now we progress to the next one. Let's erase all these. Okay. If T1 is 4 and T3 is T2 plus 24, find the positive values of R. Okay. So T1 is 4. That means A is 4. T2 will be AR. Okay, let me just write here. T2 will be AR and T3 will be AR square. Because T2 will be AR2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is basically just 1 lah. So AR power 1. T3 will be 3 minus 1. So AR, 3 minus 1 is 2, AR square. Okay. So we can try to fit in these two into our equation here. So T3 equals to T2 plus 24. Okay, since we know the value of A, we can sub this into here. So we can say 4R square is 4R plus 24. Then we bring all of this together to one side. Then we need to factorize. So the whole thing can be divided by 4. So we get R square minus R minus 6 is 0. Then we factorize. So here we have 6. So 6 is 3 and 2. You can just use your calculator lah. Okay, let me just show. So A is 1, B is negative 1, C is negative 6. So R is negative 2 and R is positive 3. So here will be minus 3 plus 2. So since they want us to find the positive value of R, R is 3. So this is the correct answer. So we progress down. Done. Alright. The third box. Given that negative 3, 6, negative 12, find the number of terms. Okay. So we know A is negative 3. And then we can find R. R is just T2 divided by T1. So 6 divided by negative 3, which is negative 2. So now that we have A, we have R. We can find the nth term. So we can say Tn is negative 192. So Tn is ARn minus 1 is negative 192. And we know the values of A and R. A is negative 3, R is negative 2. Then we can bring the negative 3 over this side. So it becomes negative 2 power n minus 1 is negative 192 over negative 3, which is 64. So negative 2 power n minus 1 is 64. 64 is also 2 to the power of 6. So 2 to the power of 6 is 64. So we can say this is 2 to the power of 6. Right. So to get 2 power 6, here we need to make it 7, because 7 minus 1 only will get us 6. Therefore n is 7. Okay. This one actually is a bit tricky because here we have negative 2. Here we have 2. So technically you cannot compare, but if you have negative 2 to the power of 6, we also get 64. So what you can actually do is, just now this is 64, right? I can write this as negative 2 power 6 as well. Okay, because negative 2 power 6 is also 64. So now it's kind of fair lah. So n is 7. Right. So then the number of terms would be 7. So we need to go this way. Alright. Okay. Then in this box, A is 50, T5 is this, find R. Okay. So A is 50, T5 is 20, 12 over 25. So T5 would be AR5 minus 1, which is AR4. So you can say AR4 is 20, 12 over 25. Okay, and then we know A is 50. So we sub in 50. And then 50 we can bring here, become divide. So R power 4 will be 20, 12 over 25 divided by 50. Oops. So we choose this, 20, 12 over 25 divided by 50. We get 256 over 625. This is R power 4. So if you want to find R, basically you have to root 4 256 over 625. So what we do is we press this button. We put 4 here, then we put answer here. Right? Not answer. 256 over 625. So we get 4 over 5. And then we have the answer. So this will be our R, and we are now on to the next box. Okay, here R is 1 over 2 and T3 is 1 over 6. Find T10. Okay. So R is given, T3 is 1 over 6. So T3 is basically AR3 minus 1. So it's AR square. So AR square is 1 over 6. And we know what is R. So we can sub this inside here. Then we can find A. So 1 over 6 divided by 1 over 2 squared. Why divide? Because this is related by times. So this whole thing, when we bring there, becomes divide. 1 over 6 divide 1 over 2 square. we get 2 over 3. Done. But that's not the answer. We need to find T10. So T10 would be AR 10 minus 1, so AR 9. So A is 2 over 3, we just found this. R is 1 over 2 power 9. 2 over 3 times 1 over 2 power 9. 1 over 768. We have the answer here. So we progress to the next box. Done. Okay, the next box. Find T5 for the sequence of x plus 1, x plus 3, x plus 8. Okay, so here our sequence is T1, T2, T3. Here we don't know the A, we don't know the R, but we can kind of find, since we know it's a geometric progression. So in a geometric progression, R is T2 over T1 and R is also T3 over T2 or T3 or T4 over T3 and so on. So what we can do here is we can say T2 over T1 equals to T3 over T2. So x plus 3 over x plus 1 will be x plus 8 over x plus 3. Basically, I'm just following this formula. Right, so from here we can kind of find x. You just have to cross multiply. So here it becomes x plus 3 equals to x plus 1 times x plus 8. Then we expand. Okay, so x times x is x square. This one will become 3x 9. Move this here a bit. Okay, and then here x times x is x square here, then 8x, then 1 times x is x. Oof, not enough place. Let me try to squeeze this here. Okay, then 1 times 8 is 8. Okay, so both sides got x square, we can cancel off. 3x plus 3x will give us 6x plus 9. 8x plus x is 9x plus 8. Then all the x we bring to one side, so the 6x goes here, number goes here. So 9 minus 8 is 9x minus 6x. So 3x is 1, therefore x is 1 over 3. Okay, so now that we have the value of x, we can go ahead and find our sequence. Okay, we know x is 1 over 3. So our sequence, the first term will be 1 over 3 plus 1, which is 4 over 3. This is our A. And then we can find R. R will be T2 divided by T1. So it will be 1 over 3 plus 3, which is our T2. 1 over 3 plus 1, which is our T1. So 1 over 3 plus 1, plus 3 divided by 1 over 3 plus 1. We get 5 over 2. Okay, now we need to find the fifth term. So T5 will be AR 5 minus 1, which is basically AR4 lah. So AR4 will equal to AR4. So 4 over 3, 5 over 2, power power 4. So we get 6 to 5 over 12. So we go up. Done. All right, hopefully we are at the end. Let's see lah, will this finish or not? Okay, given that this and this, I assume it's a progression, find R. Okay, so R is T2 over T1, so we can do T2 divided by T1. 0.0012 divided by 0.12. This will give us 0.01. Done. So this is our final answer, and we are at the finish line. Hooray! That's it. Done.